Sea of Thieves is in rough shape right now, and it all has to do with world events. My favorite memories in this game are from the 2018 release, when every ship in the server would be fighting over the same skeleton fort. It was the perfect bridge between PvE and open world PvP. Most importantly, it made the server feel alive. Rare noticed that world events were the glue that holds servers together, which is why they continued adding amazing events like the Fort of the Damned and Fort of Fortune. But as time went on, the popularity of these world events died out, and servers started to feel empty. Which is why in Season 9, Rare added the best yet simplest change they've ever made to the game. They simply added a new chest to the Fort of Fortune, yet this little addition revived the game completely. For the first time in years, players had a new loot item that was actually worth stealing. The game had always taken a quantity over quality approach to loot, but the Chest of Fortune was different. Not only was it worth 20,000 gold, but it would give a cosmetic reward as well. This chest getting added to the game single-handedly saved the open world PvP experience. Every time it appeared, every crew in the server would come together to either alliance or fight for it. I think it's really saying something that literally up until the day Season 10 released, I could not do a Fort of Fortune without having to fight for it. This world event stayed extremely popular up until its end. So obviously the developers realized that this was the formula for the perfect world event, and they kept it in the game. Just kidding. In Season 10, Rare ruined everything. They took the Chest of Fortune out of the Fort of Fortune and put it in the Fort of the Damned. They basically killed the world event. And ever since Season 9 ended, I've never again been fought at a Fort of Fortune. They effectively killed the only popular world event overnight. And in Season 10, it feels like the only world event anyone fights over is the Fort of the Damned, which can only be player activated. This is bad for the open world. But the worst part is that they killed the open world in the gamble that the Skull of Siren's Song would be a good enough replacement. But what exactly went so wrong with the new Skull of Siren's Song? It's true that Rare correctly identified that players like fighting for a single high-tier piece of loot, but where they messed up is that they thought this loot could be separated from the world event itself. Rare basically tried to separate PvP and PvE with this event, and it failed miserably. Mistake number one was making the Skull of Siren's Song into a voyage instead of a world event. This made it so no one could just spontaneously join in for fun. You have to specifically choose to opt into the voyage, which results in way less people participating. And mistake number two was that Rare removed almost all PvE elements from this voyage. There's no challenge to the event, no puzzle, not even a simple boss fight. The voyage is literally just sailing simulator as you sail to 3 different islands over the course of 30 minutes. That's a lot of downtime doing absolutely nothing. This set the event up for failure because if no one fights you, then you just wasted 30 minutes staring at the steering wheel. It's so boring that it's not even worth doing unless you're certain that someone in the server will compete against you. Contrast this with the Fort of Fortune, which was fun to play through the waves and boss fight, even if no one came to fight you. But now the question is, why does no one ever compete for the Skull of Siren's Song? Well, this brings us to mistake number 3. Rare oversaturated the servers with this event from the beginning. For the past 3 months, every single server has had this voyage active constantly. It basically never ends. Once someone turns in the skull, just wait a few minutes and a new one will start. This inflation has made the skull feel worthless. After day 1 of this event, I was never contested for it ever again. And at this point, I imagine Rare was scratching their heads asking, what happened? We did everything right. We added a new loot item for the whole server to fight over. We made it worth way more than the Chest of Fortune. We offered more cosmetic rewards for it than the Chest of Fortune. How could this fail when the Chest of Fortune was so popular? The answer is that you can't remove the PvE part from the PvEVP world event. Rare removed the PvE element, and Rare removed the world event element by making it into a voyage. And finally, they oversaturated the servers with it. With these 3 issues combined, in the end they were left with a dead world event and lifeless servers. And of course this issue was only made worse by server sizes reducing from 6 ships to 5. I don't understand how Rare screwed up this badly in Season 10. They literally cracked the code in Season 9 and made the most contested world event in the history of the game. I mean, they had the formula all figured out. I'm not saying that they should have kept the Fort of Fortune the same forever, but what I'm saying is they knew how to use the current formula to replicate that event's success. Do you know how easy it would have been for them to just keep reskinning the Chest of Fortune and renaming it? Just put a new chest in the vault with a new cosmetic reward each season, and that would ensure that the servers would always have a hotly contested world event. And I know this would work, because like I said, up until the day of Season 10's release, I literally could not do a Fort of Fortune without fighting the server for it. The way this event works is truly Sea of Thieves functioning at its absolute best. I would say the same for the Fort of the Damned if it weren't for the fact it can only be player activated. What made the Fort of Fortune so special is that it spawned randomly, but it was still rare enough to make you drop what you're doing to sail for a spontaneous adventure. Contrast this with the Skull of Siren's song, which is anything but a spontaneous adventure. It's neither spontaneous nor is it an adventure. But despite all its issues, I think it's still worth pointing out one thing that the Skull of Siren's song did right. And this is that for the first time ever, Rare finally gave players an incentive to fight on a normal island. I've been playing Sea of Thieves since launch, and I've only ever fought people ship to ship or at a world event island or at an outpost. But the Skull of Siren's song takes normal random islands of the game and makes them available for open world PvP. I really like the final sequence of the new event, when you have to transport the skull to Briggsy on a large island. I had fun hiding out and waiting to ambush people, and I had a lot of fun fighting somewhere that wasn't a ship or a fort. I think this island PvP is one thing that Season 10 did right, and it's definitely something I've been wanting more of in this game since launch. I know I sound very pissed off in this video, but the Skull of Siren's song wasn't all bad. I definitely had some fun moments fighting for it. For example, look at this 200 IQ strategy we figured out to stop anyone from stealing our key. We figured out how to glitch it inside the crow's nest.
Oh my gosh, look at it.
Is it glitched? You literally got it stuck. It's literally stuck where you can't pick it up.
Yeah, try turning the sails. I want to see if it moves. No, it's literally on the mast itself because it's not moving.
Oh wait, you're right, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's floating in the air. Look at it.
No.
It's levitating. It's like a little blinking light.
Oh my gosh, wait, this is broken. Dude, this is so funny.
We have like a little homing beacon.
We could go to an outpost and try to harpoon it. This looks so
Wait, we have
funny.
a harpoon rowboat. We have a harpoon rowboat.
Oh wait, you're right. Here, wait, straighten out the wheel.
something.
I'm gonna detach the rowboat. Now I'm really glad we took a harpoon rowboat with us.
Wait,
This is gonna be epic.
Alright.
Alright, I just have to snipe this out of the air. I got it.
Oh, he's cracked with it.
At this point, we got so bored that we started playing tag with the chest and key. This is so stupid. This is
I was
so
literally
dumb.
playing tag.
Oh my gosh, did you just juke me on the ladder?
Are you fucking kidding me? And the second
I got it,
Oh,
I unlocked it.
I guess I'm it. Wait, now?
No, you're not putting that back in the mast.
Now?
No, please don't. If you glitch that into the mast, I'm blogging off. We don't have a rowboat anymore. I left the rowboat behind.
Oh! Did I get it?
Oh my... No, you dropped it. You dropped it. When no one's fighting you on this voyage, you just have to entertain yourself any way you can, I guess.
Oh, chest of wisdom. What did the pirate say on his 80th birthday?
What?
I'm matey! Come here, I have to tell you a joke.
It
Man,
definitely
let's
is
just sell the
depressing,
skull. Let's just
Wait,
sell the
this is
skull.
gonna be good. What did the disabled pirate say to the female pirate?
What?
Damn girl, you're sexy.
You didn't even do the ventriloquist.
Well, Stephen Hawking doesn't move his mouth.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
When no one is contesting you for a Skull of Siren song, you just have to make up your own fun. Alright, we're about to play the smallest world event in Sea of Thieves. There's a skeleton captain spawned on this island, so me and Flares here are gonna race to see who can kill it and then transport the skull back to their ship first. Are you ready?
Yes, sir!
Alright. On your mark. It's set. Go.
Oh, I just failed that.
Oh, sucks to be you.
Oh, get
Hey.
sniped!
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Get him, boys!
I hope there's an ammo chest here. Or else this is gonna get interesting really fast. Oh no.
Oh, that
no.
was right as I sword
No way!
dashed.
No way, I harpooned you mid sword dash, so I still took damage. That kind of backfired. I'm just gonna let you kill that guy for me, I think. You gotta be out of pistol ammo at this point. Nope. Oh my gosh. No. I didn't even know that you beat him. Oh. I know you have no ammo. The underwater sword fight. Wait a second, you have no ammo. But I swim slower. Oh, I swim slower. No! Oh, you got me, you got me.
Yes. Let's go. Again. Where are you going?
Oh, Kraken.
You just got Kraken.
No way. No way.
Yes.
No way I got Kraken while we're...
I'm coming.
While we're trying to film the world's smallest world event fight.
We get the world's rarest.
I'm getting wrecked by this Kraken.
Oh, I just got picked up.
If you made it to the end of this video, thanks for watching.